Have you recently lost a loved one and you're just kind of looking for tips on how to get through the grief and the loss? We're going to talk about that right now. But first, my name is Becker, and if you are new to this channel and you want to learn how to build your best life ever, consider subscribing below by hitting that subscription button and click that little bell next to it so you don't miss a thing. So today I want to share with you my top 3 tips on how to deal with grief and loss if you've lost a loved one in your life. It is not something that's easy to go through. It is very hard, and today I'm going to share with you how I myself have been getting through it. I want to share with you that 8 months ago I lost my own mother kind of unexpectedly, so I understand the deep pain. I understand the deep dark places that we go to when we lose a loved one. I understand the grief. Tip number 1 that I have for you today is to simply watch the video that I have posted for you down below under this video. Watch this one first and then go watch that one, because it is the first stages of grief and it'll help you in those first steps. I want to say that I feel like it's taken me a long time to come out with part 2, because to be honest, I felt like I haven't gotten there yet. I felt like I haven't been able to deliver something to you that is helpful, because I still felt like I was in the first stages until recently. And that brings me to tip number 2 on how to deal with grief and loss, and that is to spend time with friends and to spend time doing stuff you love. So one of my very favorite things to do ever is something that we call horse camping. And that is basically where a whole huge group of friends brings their horses and their campers and they come together at a campground. That is what I forced myself to do this past weekend, and I can't tell you what it did for me. I felt myself going down that deep, dark, sad path very slowly. It was very deceivingly slow. Even though I was doing all the things I shared with you in that first video to help get myself out of it, I still felt like I was going down that path. I can't tell you how spending time with my friends, laughing and taking my mind off of things and just doing something different, something came alive within me, and I started to feel more like myself. I started to feel that joy again, and I cannot even explain to you the difference that I have felt this week just because I went and did one of my favorite things ever this past weekend. So find something that you love to do and do that thing. This does not mean that you won't be sad anymore. It does not mean you won't miss that person. I've had a lot of people say to me that my mom would not want me to be so upset and so down, and I know that to be true. So to honor her, I am taking my life back one step at a time, and I feel like you should do the same too. Tip number 3 I have for you on how to deal with grief and the loss of a loved one is to accept and connect. So connect with others, connect in a group, connect with the things you most love doing, like I just said, and also accept where you are. You will probably by now have had a lot of people tell you what you should or should not be doing or feeling, or how far along you should or shouldn't be. You have to accept where you are and know that this is your journey and your journey only. Nobody can tell you where you should be. Nobody can tell you how you should feel. Accept where you are. The loss of a loved one and grief can cause so much sadness, and everybody goes through it differently. I also want to say as a side note that if you are feeling like you just cannot go on the way you are, seek help. Seek help, find somebody to talk to, because strong people seek help. I am sharing with you what has worked for me, and I'm so excited that I was able to finally bring the second stages of grief to you. I hope you have found this video helpful. I hope you have found the other video helpful, which I have linked down below. If you have, then I ask for that like, and I also ask that you share this video with somebody who might need to have that help and that inspiration. And as always, I ask that you subscribe to this channel if you like what you see, because every Thursday I bring you new content to help you live your best life ever. Bye.